welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I really appreciate you choosing to spend even a little portion of your day with me. I really appreciate it. And look, I'm repping the Ireland today and I'm loving it. And I am ready to sit down and film on this. Okay, so yesterday I posted a video and I think it was called Ethan Klein Please Do Better. And it was about a recent, at the time it was the latest H3 podcast in which it was bad. And it was awful, actually. And it was Ethan and Dan basically... How can I describe it? If you know, you know. But I would watch that one if you want context. But they were just being inappropriate, offensive, in my opinion, and quite a lot of people's opinions, towards gay men. And Dan was actually the one that I had the biggest issue with, because he basically was repeating the chat to Ethan and was like, the LGBTQ, actually he mispronounced that, but he said the LGBTQ fans are like pissed off in the chat, and he was like, shut the fuck up, like shut up, like fucking unsubscribe and shut up and unsubscribe, and like if you don't like it, you're too sensitive and whatever. And then Ethan would repeat that and stuff. And so my full thing was like the audacity of like just like telling a group of people that, like a community who are being offended by something happening in real time, that if you're offended by it, shut the fuck up and leave. It's not very inclusive at all. And they have issued an apology, and I'm gonna get to that. So for context, I do want to show the last minute of this compilation, which is of Dan, because I want to focus on what Dan says in the apology, because he basically tells a little fibby fib and says that people are saying that first of all, he said in the H3 chat before the podcast started that he didn't tell anyone to shut up. He literally like wrote in the chat that I didn't tell anyone to shut up. Like everyone was thinking I was saying it about them. I was just like speaking to a direct like person, which wasn't the truth. Come on, like we're not stupid. And then he also says, whenever Ethan's like, do you want to say anything? He says, I got really upset and deleted my Twitter because people said that I was mocking the caller for having a lisp, which didn't happen. Again, we're not stupid. However, what he did do was make fun of like the gay femme voice, which he like talked like this, whenever he was like, shut the fuck up, like you're so triggered or whatever. So he did do that. And the reason I want to show the ending clip of this, which is focusing on Dan, is because Dan is the one in this apology that I'm like, okay, like we can go and watch the last podcast. So I feel like everything that Ethan says, at least in the apology, is kind of what I expected him to say, and we will get to that. But I do just want to show this section of Dan just to give context for what we're about to hear him say that he did and didn't say. So here we go.
Okay. Apologies to whatever his name was. Apparently I was homophobic to him. But whatever. What can you do? People say it was gross and disappointing. Saying you can guess if Matt is a power bottom by his voice is so gross. But I was right. That was the point. Wasn't I? He admitted.
Yeah, of course you were right. And honestly, just so over these fucking people. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! It's a fucking entertaining show. Shut the fuck up.
Someone says, I don't know what's up.
So disappointing.
Someone said,
there we go. So he's saying, I'm so tired of these people, and then immediately goes on, it's like, it's so disappointing. So making fun of, at least at a bare minimum, a femme voice when talking about the LGBTQ community. Come on, we can put two and two together. So, in the apology, he says that people are accusing him, and it upsets him greatly, that he mocked the fans for having a lisp. Which did not happen at all. He did make that voice, though. So, anyway, we will just...
Roll up. Jesus fucking Christ. Dan.
I don't know what's
AB, ally.
Today, but something's off. Bad vibes this episode.
Shut the fuck up. Unsubscribe. Go away. Jesus Christ.
She said, it sometimes feels like Ethan thinks LGBTQ plus people are exotic or something. It's super uncomfy. Yeah, I think y'all need to fucking Do you think it's hard for a straight person to understand how it feels to always have people define you by how you prefer sex? Is that a valid criticism?
No, I'm so fucking frustrated with these people.
Get the fuck out! So wait, what was that? Do you think some of y'all are way too fucking sensitive?
Alright, okay. So, there we have that. Now we're gonna get to the apology. Now, one thing I do want to state is I want to be completely transparent with you, and I was live watching this, and I actually tweeted out and said the following. So, I said that I'm glad that Ethan is taking my criticism as constructive, and not just us being like overly sensitive or mean. Because I do want to give credit where credit is due. That did happen. I appreciate that. And I said I appreciate it. I didn't want to seem like I was trying to pile on, so this was about my video, or cancel them, or reach for drama, because I did get a lot of comments that people were saying that I'm just piling on, or are reaching for drama, or why did I even feel the need to... Hold on. Someone literally tweeted me this morning and said... Hold on, I'm actually like gonna repeat it word for word. It made me nearly lose my mind. Someone said, this should have been handled in the DMs, Adam, and not a public tweet in relation to me calling Ethan out. So then so someone is saying that if I have a problem with something that Ethan has done, why don't I just text him? Why don't I just text him, you know what I mean? So I said, y'all need to keep the same attitude for everyone. Y'all are not going around asking drama channels to text Trisha Paytas to clear things up. But you are for Ethan? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my point there is people are like, Adam, why'd you have to call him out publicly when you could have just DM'd him? So, anyways... The person says, responding to someone who said, did I miss something? Why should this have been kept in the DMs? Also, didn't Ethan say that he appreciated the criticism in response to me? Oh, actually, for a little bit of context, Ethan tweeted me in response to those tweets and said something along the lines of, you're fine. I appreciated the kind things or the nice things you said along with the criticism. So Ethan had tweeted that to me last night. And so the person was like, why should this be handled in private? Why is Adam like the one in the wrong or whatever? I'm confused. And then the person responds and says, because Ethan and Adam are friends and both public figures. If you feel a friend fucked up, do you tweet about it or DM them? To you, respectfully, I want to say that me and Ethan Klein are not besties. Ethan has referred to me as a friend of the show, and I love that more than anything else. I think that is so sweet. I think that is so kind. I love that title. I appreciate that. I know, like, there's a lot of people who have it. I like it. It's very endearing to me. Ethan Klein would not consider me a friend. Nor do I consider Ethan Klein a friend. Like, this is not how this works. I have never considered Trisha Paytas a friend. I have never considered James Charles a friend. The same way they haven't with me. This is not how this works. I feel like we're treading a very, very, very weird parasocial relationship here, guys. We've talked about this before. This is... I'm sorry, I'm not accepting criticism that is saying that I should have privately handled this with Ethan because we're friends. What? So, people responded to this person and said, being a friend of the show is not the same as being Ethan's friend. Someone said, I think you're misunderstanding the difference between being friends and being friendly. I wouldn't say they're friends. They don't seem to interact outside of YouTube. Ethan fucked up in public. Why are we expecting people to not call him out? So anyway, that's just something that I wanted to touch on before. And I got so many, like, people being like, why'd you feel the need to make a video about that? And I'm like, guys... I get that a lot of you subscribe to me because of H3, and I know that a lot of you are unsubscribing because I'm making videos, like, talking my mind on what happened in the previous episode, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I was offended by it, and I wouldn't say that was me being overly sensitive. It was hearing straight men repeat things that straight men have said to me in person whenever I was growing up, and to make fun of me and stuff like that. So I have no problem talking about it, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that a lot of people commented saying that, you know, we're not unsubscribing, we appreciate your take on it even if we don't agree with it. And then a lot of you were agreeing with my take. And so, anyway, there was a big conversation happening and I appreciated everyone's response, whether you were agreeing, disagreeing. So we are going to get to the apology now. The title is called I Got Cancelled Again, and here we have them addressing it. So let's go through this.
Elephant in the room.
Oh, by the way, whenever I was watching this in real time, is this hat out? This Teddy Fresh hat, is it out? Is it being released? What is the deal? Because the color, the way it fits, I'm so particular about hats. I love this hat, and I need it yesterday. One thing also to state before this, they just did a new Teddy Fresh campaign, and you know I love Crocs, and Ela looks incredible in this photo shoot, and she's wearing 2 different colored Crocs, and I don't know why I've never thought about doing that before. Anyway, the new photo shoot looked incredible. So anyway, let's get to the apology.
Last episode, people got really angry at, let's say I made a joke that James Charles was wearing a diaper because he's a bottom. That, I guess, made people angry, and then a caller called in to explain why that whole thing is offensive. And I made insensitive remarks and jokes to him. Oh God, my name is trending. I told you what happened. Oh, it's Moon Knight. That's good.
Wait, what?
Because Ethan Hawke's in Moon Knight.
Yeah, I thought it was you too. It's not you.
Well, I see Ethan Hawke, and then I see me.
There, though.
Yeah, there's too many famous Ethans nowadays. I can't even own my own cancellation.
Damn it, Mr. Hawk.
So, by the way, that's a pretty good show. I watched it last night. Pretty good.
Moon Knight?
Chance, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I've said on the show, I've been kind of off the Marvel thing for a while, but I have to admit the trailer for it looked interesting.
It's fun.
I like Oscar Isaac. He's
and Ethan Hawke is awesome too.
Yeah, sure.
Ethan, please stand
We've been
up.
watching Atlanta. That show's amazing.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I've heard it's good.
It's really good, yeah.
I'm putting off the inevitable here. So here's the thing, like,
All right, here we go.
I'll be honest, when I talked to the caller, I don't know why, I just couldn't really...
Oh, by the way, I'm watching this for various commentary purposes. This is their newest episode on the H2 podcast. I Got Cancelled Again. Off the Rails, number 31.
I don't know why, I just couldn't really understand, but after the episode ended, I talked to some people that I trust their opinion, who have good inputs about this stuff. And they explained to me kind of what I said was offensive, and or they explained it to me in a way that I understood, and kind of what I said wasn't appropriate and all this. And, you know, they explained to me that I should probably apologize, and explained why. And I thought that, you know, I understood. So this is my heartfelt apology, which I'll read to you now. After consulting with people I trust, who I value their judgment. To my LGBTQ plus fans, I'm very sorry for comments on today's show. The sexualization of gay men and grouping of tops and bottoms is a stereotype that I'll be trying to unlearn. And apologies to the caller, too, who I shouldn't have pressed inappropriately. I hope you guys know I always mean well. So that's my apology. Some people accept it, some people don't. That's fine. Keemstar, of course, has my number. Keemstar, a great ally to the LGBTQ club.
Absolutely.
This is one thing I did agree with that they said. They basically bring up that Keemstar jumped the gun immediately and starts making all these tweets about basically how, you know, he's an ally and he would have never said this, and how he was offended by Ethan's tweets, and it's like... Like, as an alphabet person myself, to see Keemstar immediately jump at this and use it against Ethan, like, that he's so supportive and stuff like this, and, you know, he would never do this. It's like, you're weaponizing something people deal with every single day just so you can, like, look better than Ethan Klein for a brief moment in time, for, like, 6 hours. I just thought it was really distasteful from Keemstar, but I mean, what else do I expect? So, anyway.
This man is always been on the right side of things. So Keemstar is addressing his one LGBTQ fan. He says, to my LGBTQ plus fans, he's not sorry, just sorry he got caught. Bro, I'm on a live show. What do you mean I got caught?
Gotcha.
I'm on my own live show.
Gotcha.
It wasn't like a hot mic moment. I'm here.
Right.
I have been caught in 4K.
Keemstar, who... Oh, is this a new one? I haven't seen this. Ethan Klein has lost his mind. Have you guys seen his comments on gay sex? Just watched this T channel for the clips. Oh, he's denying that he watches the show?
He watched the show.
Come on, bro.
We know.
I, Keemstar, you know the bad guy, would never say anything this horrible. I was legitimately offended, and I'm not even gay.
You know what I mean? Keemstar just jumped on it to
Everybody
weaponize
asking for the
it,
clips.
that he's
I
better
don't
than
even know if
Ethan.
I
He would
should
never do
admit
it.
it's
Like,
that
alright.
bad.
Neither of you should, you know what I mean?
He was just like questioning this guy if he was a top or bottom, and the guy was saying he was uncomfortable, and Ethan was like pushing it and saying shit. I know why you are. And he was basically making fun of him because he's gay. I swear to God, it's like so bad. Oh, there's a 7 and then the 7 minute.
The fact that Keemstar was just like running with the Ethan's making fun of him because he's gay, that's not what happened at all. As someone who hated the podcast that they uploaded that day, that is not what happened. Ethan, the team, did not make fun of people for being gay. That is not what happened. They made jokes about things that happen within the community or like day-to-day things. They were not making fun of people for being gay. That is literally not what happened. So the fact that Keemstar is twisting it, obviously he is, that basically Ethan's making fun of people for being gay. That's not what happened. That's literally not what happened. And even for the people who were calling Ethan or calling Dan homophobic, I don't think anyone was ever flat out, you know, accusing them of that. Like, even my initial tweet was like, the podcast has homophobic undertones. And I've said time and time again, do I believe that anyone on that team is homophobic? Absolutely not. You can, you know, not be homophobic and still maybe perpetrate, you know, undertones of homophobia, stereotypes in conversation without meaning to. And I think that that is what happened, and they got carried away. So for Keemstar to run with this narrative is so typical and just annoying. Like, that's really annoying to me. The same way watching, like, Ethan and Dan do that was. Like, this is so annoying. Like, Keemstar doing that is equally as annoying because he's weaponizing it. He doesn't care. Why would Keemstar care about it? He like, you know what I mean? Anyways.
Compilation. Yeah, so shout outs to our great champion.
I didn't see those either.
Yeah, I
It
haven't-
like came straight out of his journal.
He's so
Not his
he's
journal,
so woke
AB.
now all of a sudden. I love that for him. I hope he keeps that energy.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Showing a lot of growth. Showing a lot of growth.
Yeah, he has shown a lot of growth. This is good takes by Keemstar. I really like this new woke Keemstar. Hopefully this is a permanent change. But having said all that, you guys, and what I'm about to say now, having said all that, which I genuinely feel, and especially, you know, I was very insensitive to the caller, the whole pushing, the comment specifically where I was like, I could tell what you are based on your voice, whatever. Very, very gross and bad, okay? Like, I totally acknowledge that.
Yep.
And the whole bottom diaper thing, okay, I understand now. Like, what I said was offensive, but there are certain things I just gotta be real about. I gotta speak my mind on. Because as you guys know, the minute I stop speaking my mind and being genuine is when the show fucking dies, okay? Now, I've been forceful, I've been emphatic that, like, you know, 2 weeks ago, I got semi-canceled for the Will Smith thing. I was emphatic that no matter what, I'm going to always speak my mind, I'm going to be true to myself, and I'm not going to let anybody or anyone kind of change course for what I think is right. And so...
Let me tell you, by the way, whenever I heard that live, my heart starts going. I'm like, where are we going with this? Like, where are we going?
Some things about this that really rub me the wrong way. let's start off, first of all, with what Dan said. Dan told everyone to fuck off and unsubscribe. I understand that made some of you guys angry, but I have to defend. First of all, a lot of people have been calling Dan a horrible homophobe, and that's just fucked. That's just outrageous. Anyone watching the show knows that Dan's a good man, and I'm not going to fucking stand by and let people malign Dan like that. That's just fucking insane. I got to stand up for my boy here. You know, so much so that poor Dan just made a Twitter. How long ago was it? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
You deleted Twitter, right?
I'm out.
You logged in today.
I mean, I was sort of harangued into making one anyway.
But you were enjoying it. You were tweeting.
I was enjoying it, but yeah. The thing is that I get very argumentative with people, and you know.
Really?
I do want to say, I appreciate you saying that, Ethan. I do think that I did not articulate my thoughts very well the other day, and I apologize to everybody that, you know, I think a lot of people that I was not referring to thought I was referring to them.
Here's what I want to say, Dan, before you get too deep into that apology.
Okay, sure.
I do want to give you the chance to speak, but I just want to be fair to Dan because I'm going to say things that I don't think he'll say for himself. Every week, we get fucking canceled and called out for something that we're not good enough for. We're not woke enough. Be better. It's always, be better, do better. I feel like an abused fucking stepson sometimes, you know, trying to navigate this space. It's like, every week, be better. You got to do better. You got to be better. I'm doing my best here, guys. Like, y'all can't, I'm getting like woke whiplash. And it's like, last week, or with the Will Smith thing, or there's people like, well, sometimes the people take it too far, but this time it's right. This time it's serious, or last time it's fucking serious. And it's like, you guys got to fucking like understand how intense it feels on this side when every week people are turning something we said into evidence that we are intolerant pieces of shit, you know? Or it's always like, oh, the veil is down. I always knew they were racist homophobes. Oh, we can't pretend now to be woke and all this shit. And Dan is fucking sick of that shit. And understandably, we all are. So his snap judgment is like, you know, fuck you guys, just shut up. And, you know, people are calling me homophobic. Dan knows I'm not homophobic. Okay, he's standing up for me, which he's being a good friend and a good supporter. So, you know, so I totally understand Dan's reaction to say, you know, just shut the fuck up and unsubscribe, which, you know, obviously he was heated at the moment. But
Too heated.
Too heated, okay. But understandably, you know, it's not, sometimes it just doesn't feel reasonable with the woke whiplash we get. And I understand, because, like, I'm sorry, but me and Dan both know we're not homophobic, okay? And I just...
Okay. I don't think anyone truly believes that either of them are homophobic. However, I don't appreciate defending the action of basically saying that anyone within that community is just being sensitive and shut the fuck up and unsubscribe and leave, like the screaming it. Because they're voicing in the chat at the moment that the segment, can we move on from it? Can we respect the caller? Can we respect the community? Like, that's what people are saying. They were not canceling them in the chat. So Dan was responding to people saying, can we move on? Can we be a bit more respectful? As, you know, shut the fuck up and unsubscribe if it's too much for you and stuff like that. And I have to say that I completely disagree with Ethan here. I don't think it's respectful, and I don't even think that, like, sticking up for your friend, like, is really the take within Dan telling people to shut the fuck up. I really don't think so at all. I think it's simple. I just don't think Dan was being respectful. Like, that's just my take on it. Honestly, like, you can 100% disagree, and that's your prerogative, and I respect that. I really do, but that's my take on it. Again, from the bottom of my heart, do not believe either of these men, anyone within that team, is homophobic. There is not even a trickle of me believes that, right? I can say that, and I can also say that to tell people to shut the fuck up to that community who are saying that they're being upset, at least, by what you're saying to someone else in that community, or you're being stereotypical or whatever, and telling them to leave and shut up, that's also disrespectful. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're homophobic. Well, Dan, it just means he's disrespectful to the fans. That's my take on it. So let's go on.
I refuse that title. I do, outright, for both of us. It's just not the case. Go ahead, Dan, if you want to say anything.
Oh, I mean, yeah, again, I think that a lot of, well, so there's two main things that people were really mad at me for. One was what you're talking about, which, again, I think I overreacted. I don't know. It was just a mood thing. And like you said, it really wasn't even about that particular thing. But, I mean, anybody that frequents our subreddit or goes into the comment section of YouTube knows what you're talking about. And you know, it gets exhausting to just feel like you're...
Every week people are saying, you're not good enough.
People are
Be better.
Yeah, so...
Be better.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm trying.
Yeah, and I was trying to stand up for you a little bit. I am glad that you acknowledge, though, that you know, especially the thing with the collar and pushing him when he had established a boundary. I didn't like that happened either, and I'm glad that you see that that was too far and that you accept that. The other criticism that I have been getting, which is really the reason.
Okay. First of all, I really appreciate him saying that. I really do. I think that was great. Remember what I said about Dan mocking the, like, femme voice that, like, people always do to, like, I'm sorry to say it, but, like, at least imitate, like, a gay boy, you know what I mean? Like, listen, coming from one, that's not me being offensive, like, you know what I mean? Like the, yes, or, you know, yeah, like, whatever, right? That was what he was doing. Okay? I watched the podcast. He never made fun of someone with a lisp. However, he now says that people are accusing him of making fun of someone with a lisp, which he never did. And that really upset him. And I literally, from the bottom of my heart, believe that he's bringing this up because it sounds so extreme. People know it didn't happen, so they're like, this didn't happen, why are people giving you criticism? Oh, people are just reaching to give criticism. Sorry.
And then I was like, you know what, fuck this whole Twitter thing, is that I, at one point during the show, was mocking the caller's lisp. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It didn't happen. I don't know what he's saying. It literally did not happen. He made fun of the femme voice, yeah. We just saw the clip of it. He never made fun of someone's lisp. I'm not going to say I don't understand why he's saying this, because I actually very much so do. And you do too. Possibly. But
that did not happen.
It didn't.
And if you're saying that happened, you are either dumb or just being disingenuous. I don't know what you're talking about. There was a moment...
People said you were mocking.
Yeah, there was a moment late in the show when we were talking about... somebody had left I believe it was after somebody left a super chat telling us that we suck or whatever. And, you know, I think I did a voice that was more so just like a annoying whiner voice, you know, was sort of like I was mocking. And somehow people connected that to me mocking the caller's list, which the caller happened like 2 hours prior to that. So it's really a leap to think that I was referencing that. And that was really upsetting to me because I would never fucking do that. And, you know, again, that does not feel like people are being genuine. I don't know how you can watch that and make that conclusion. If it came across that way to people and you genuinely thought that's what I was doing, I apologize. That was not my intent by any means.
Well, part of my...
There we go. Him saying, I apologize, that was not my intent. That's exactly what was, like, needed to say. However, him saying that, like, people were saying that he was making fun of the caller with using that, like, whiny voice. No, he was responding to a comment that was saying that they were offended, and he was saying about, like, those people. Come on, we can put two and two together. However, I want to wrap it up by saying that he literally acknowledges that that was not his intent, even if it was interpreted that way. And I think that that was the best thing to say. So there we go. That was them addressing it. And I want to know your opinion on it. I assume they're not going to talk about it again or bring it up again. So this will be the, like, continuation, the part 1, part 2. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!